You guys know how every time before a new Forza Horizon game comes out, I like to make predictions before we know anything about the game. I did that 3 years ago for Forza Horizon 6. Today, we're gonna watch my old video to see how many things I got right or wrong. Also, hello developer who might be watching this wondering how Nick knows everything about the game. I don't, I'm just guessing, but we'll see if I'm right or wrong. I actually always wonder if the devs watch any of these videos and go, God damn it. So let's jump into it, and let's start it off with the release date, because obviously that's going to impact a bunch of different things. My release date for Forza Horizon 6, October 15th. Okay, so we're not off to a great start. In my defense, a Forza Horizon game has never come out in the spring before, okay? 2024. I'm gonna just call that already too wrong. The year was wrong. The time of year was wrong. Not good. The Xbox has actually shifted from a Friday release date to a Tuesday release date. Shut up, Nicholas. The day of the week doesn't matter. I was so off. Cool as the release date is, there's kind of something that matters more for an open world racing game, and that's fully open world. The location. Here we go. Number one, I've got to assume that this map is going to be the biggest map we have ever had for a Forza Horizon game. It's an easy prediction to make, but I'm counting it. We're back in the pot. Well, it's 1 to 2, but, you know, I'm counting it. With the developers ditching the Xbox One generation of consoles, the developers have more power to play with while basically running the game, which means we could see a bigger map. I would also imagine we're going to be getting a large-scale city somewhere in the map. Bang! 2 to 2, baby. People have been requesting one ever since Forza Horizon 3 and Surfer's Paradise, and people were really disappointed that they weren't in Forza Horizon 5's expansion. So imagine that the Forza Horizon 6 map is also going to feature some similar technology to the stuff we saw in FH5's expansion. Basically, what I mean are like the small details that we saw in the Rally Adventure expansion, or some of the verticality we saw in the Hot Wheels expansion. I'm counting that. I'm counting that. It's 3 to 2. We're finally back in the positive. I've also got to assume that this new map is also going to feature seasons, but we'll come back to that in a second. Okay. Let him cook. Where do I think Forza Horizon 6 is actually going to be taking place? Well, one of the things that... Dude, I'm about to be so wrong. In all of my prediction videos, I made it a thing to never call out Japan. I'm about to be so wrong here, it's not even funny. The developers really like to do for these Forza Horizon games is build the maps around key locations for Xbox. Think about Forza Horizon 3 and 4. Both of those games took place in massive Xbox markets. And for Forza Horizon 5, that was one of Xbox's emerging locations, being Mexico. And for Forza Horizon 6, I would imagine it's going to be more of the same. Specifically, I think the developers are going to be building this game in another emerging market for Xbox. And now I'm not going to lie, I don't know the best course of action and how exactly I'm going to explain this. But basically, over the past couple of years, there's been a couple of reports that have come out basically showing Xbox's emerging markets. And Xbox's #1 most emerging market is Japan. Yo, when did this video come out? June 28th, 2023? Get in! Get in! Let's go! Get in there! So if trends are gonna follow from Forza Horizon 5, it's very possible we might see Forza Horizon 6 actually in Japan. However, oh, shut up, Nicholas. Why? Why? Just stop talking. Just take the W and stop talking. Don't say however. However, I refuse to make that my actual prediction. I actually hate this video. I have spent too many years asking for Japan and predicting Japan, and I'm not gonna do it again. Can I just say Canada again? Can I just do that? Yeah, let's do that. I'm giving myself -1 million after the Japan take. 4 cars in a new Forza game, there's all of this other stuff going on behind the scenes, like licensing, brand deals, partnerships, and so on. But for the purposes of this video, we're just going to ignore all of that and name some cars willy-nilly because it's a lot more fun to do it like that. So here we go. Let's see how many of these I get right or wrong. Maserati MC12. Bang! We're off to a good start. Let's go. All right, that's 1. McLaren 750S. I don't think the 750's in, is it? No, huh? All right, we're 1 for 1 on the cars. The new Porsche 911. We're back in the positive. The Ferrari Roma. That's in the game? That's in the game? Yeah? W. The new Volkswagen Bus. In my defense, that should be in the game. Just saying. And the Lamborghini Revuelto. Oh, W. Chat says these cars shouldn't count because they were an FH5. I made the prediction before they were an FH5. That's what makes them predictions. Let's talk about the customization of those cars because that's where I think there are going to be some changes. So wrong. Would imagine we are going to get some more spicy parts. For example, I wouldn't at all be surprised if we got some more wide bodies. The developers are really going into like that side of car culture, especially with like the new aero discs that they're adding into the game. All of that sort of stuff. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Fair enough. You got some new cool Forza wide bodies. I'll take that. I could also see the developers digging into Japanese car culture if the game is to take place there. For example, neons would be... In my defense, that should be a thing. Some of the things that I think we could actually see in the new Forza Horizon 6 game, though, would be smaller things, like some new tire compounds, maybe with, like, custom sidewalls. There aren't any custom sidewalls, but the Forza editions now have sidewalls on all of their tire compounds, so kinda right, I guess. Proxies on the side, or maybe, like, an Advan or a Falcon or a... Again, in my defense, that should be a thing. We also do have new compounds as well with like the soft compound slicks and the hard compound slicks and so on. So yeah, fair enough. Or you could get into some other customization things like lift kits, for example. And you know what? Because I'm feeling not really a thing, I'm gonna go ahead and say this. Painting overhaul for Forza Horizon 6. I wouldn't be surprised to see it, honestly. I don't know if that would be something like a painter import tool, but officially from the developers, or maybe just like an overhaul of the current tool set. Maybe we get some new paints and new shapes and new design. These are things the developers should have done. We did get new paints, though. We did get like those candy paints, and we kind of got like an overhaul to the layout of painting, but the painting system itself didn't really change. If you thought that was spicy, oh, buckle in, because now we're gonna get to the fun stuff for Forza Horizon 6. Wasn't my big prediction being able to walk around? Uh-oh. I also would not at all be surprised to see Forza finally change a little bit of their Forza formula and implement progression into Forza Horizon 6. We've seen it with both of the Forza Horizon 5 expansions, and I think that might actually make its way over to Forza Horizon 6. Start in slow cars and earn your way up to some faster and faster stuff. And that is true. That's a W. That's a big W. You start in C, need to earn your wristbands to get faster cars. W. And here's probably the spiciest one of all. Oh, this one's gonna age poorly. I wouldn't at all be surprised if we see the developers actually let you walk around your houses. You can't walk around your house, but you can fly your drone around your house. Is that like half a point? I feel like that's got to be like half a point. You know what? I'm going to go one step further than that. Maybe you can walk around the auto shop and maybe like a car dealer of sorts. You can't do that, but you can do car meets, which I probably should have mentioned in that. It's like it's a similar idea, but the execution of the idea is a little bit different. Maybe that's going to be the big twist for the festival playlist. Maybe you'll be able to see the challenges in front of you. You'd be able to walk up to them and be like, oh, that's the car that I can win for doing that challenge. Anyway, yo, you can actually do that. Kinda. Again, it's not in the garage, but it is in the open world. Like, you can see the car that you can earn in the festival playlist, so yeah. If you made it this far, you've officially reached my favorite prediction of them all, the cover car color. The GRGT's red with a blue Land Cruiser. I'm gonna say blue for the hero car, and the off-roader, I think that's gonna be a silver/gray. I mean, the color's right, but for the wrong car. My predictions from 2023 weren't ideal. This video is from 2025, 2 years later. Let's see if I was a little bit better here. When I made my last video, I probably got the majority of the things I mentioned in that video completely wrong. That's already a prediction. I'm giving myself a W. I'm gonna try to right those wrongs and correctly predict FH6. He says, knowing full well he's gonna get most of the things he mentions in this video completely wrong. I'm gonna count that as another correct prediction. Forza Horizon 6 release date. My prediction, October 7th, Shut up about October! PlayStation 5 has been announced for FH5, and that's led to a lot of discussion amongst the community going, does FH6 launch on the PlayStation 5 at, like, day one? No. Bang! I told you! No one wanted to believe me for that one, but I told you! So, here's my thought process, right? If you don't drop Forza Horizon 6 day one on the PlayStation 5, you're essentially giving all of the PlayStation 5 players an incentive to jump into the Xbox ecosystem, whether that be on the PC or on an Xbox console itself. I'm totally expecting it to come to PlayStation 5 at some point, but probably not at day one, maybe like 6 months later or so. And this is why Nicholas is a business insider. Yo, put me in charge of Xbox, I'll fix it. Now here's the deal, anytime you're making predictions about a game coming out in the future, there's kind of two ways to go about it. Way number one is coming up with like safe predictions that follow the natural lineage of the game and the progression that the game is on and all of that stuff. That's usually how I make my predictions. And then there's method two, which is essentially putting all of your eggs in one basket. That's what I'm gonna do. I now remember making this video. Chat, you are about to be so impressed. Can't believe I'm saying this. Japan. Now hear me out. Just make some willy-nilly guesses, which is where we get in to new cars. Obviously. Oh, here we go again. Dude, I'm about to name every goddamn JDM car. This is gonna be bad. The Acura Integra, the brand new one. Oh, that is. Let's go, W. That's technically the wrong one. Toyota GR Corolla. Yes! Yes! The Honda Civic Type R. Yes! 3 for 3! The new one. The Toyota Land. Oh my god! Dude, I'm a wizard. Cruiser. The Suzuki Jimny. Oh, never mind. The most popular car in Japan, the Honda N-Box. The N-Box should be in the game. Just saying. If anybody wants to know 4 out of the 5 lottery numbers, I got you. Start of this video, I said I was putting all of my eggs in one basket. Think you can see what I mean now? Yeah, this is probably gonna be the most incorrect prediction video I've ever made. Nicholas, have some confidence. I feel like since we're talking about the cars, we should also briefly mention the potential cover cars for Forza Horizon 6. Now, again, there's no real way to figure out what's going on here. I'm gonna give it to the Toyota GR GT3 car. Now, edit that last bit out, and we're fine. I know it's a race car on the cover of Forza Horizon, but let's just ignore that. It is an unbelievable, wild car that looks insane. It is the latest and greatest, and it would look good on a cover, you've got to admit. And then that's definitely half a point. Half a point. Off-roader on the cover. I'm gonna give it to the Ford Raptor. Nicholas! Why? They've done a Raptor. But Nick, the Ford Raptor's already been on the cover. The Ford Raptor Mustang. We know Forza. Okay, never mind. Let's just keep going. I guess we should also very briefly talk about the customization of the cars. Forza's always played it. Don't say neons. Please don't say neons again. If it is in Japan, I wouldn't at all be surprised to see neons get... We've been asking for this for 3 years. Take the hint, devs. Take the hint. Developers are just gonna add more wide bodies, new rear wings into the game, new front splitters. Goodbye, Forza Aero. Hopefully. I'll take that. W's a W. W's a W. You know what? Since I've been on the topic of just getting things wrong for this entire video, it would also be really cool to see the developers update the paint booth and actually let us import logos into Forza Horizon 6. It's not gonna happen, but it'd be kind of cool. It was a negative prediction, but it's correct. I wanted to finish this video off with one fun feature that I think the developers are gonna be adding in for Forza Horizon 6. Now, just makes too much sense. Brother. I think in Forza... Yo, devs, ban that guy! You're gonna be able to get out of your car and walk around. Not only do you have these super high detailed characters... Real talk, the developers actually cooked the characters and it looked like they got melted in the microwave for Forza Horizon 6. I don't really know what happened, but it's not a good look. You go on to the Playground Games website and jump into the job section, they are always hiring for more character artists. At the time of recording this video, there's like a lead character artist and a senior character artist. I guess those people never ended up getting hired. Sorry, that was rude. That was rude and uncalled for. I'm sorry. I think it actually makes even more sense when you think about Forza Horizon and Playground Games working on Fable. Brother, can I just say, all of my logic regarding walking around was correct. Like, dude, There is so much money in clothing. There's so much potential for partnerships and brand collabs and everything like that. Straight up, I think the devs would make money from those partnerships by including clothing and walking around. This is why Nicholas needs to be in charge. My last prediction I'm gonna make for this video is I've got to assume Event Lab stays pretty much the same. Double prediction. I think we're gonna have an Event Lab island. Okay, so some of my predictions were right and some of them were not so right. I think it's a pretty big dub calling out Japan in 2023. I think that's better than I thought I would do.